It was the year 2016. Summer vacation had just started, and I was living my best life on Fallout 4. Jesse's distant grandma, that he actually never met, had passed away the week before, so his parents were out of town. My mom said he could stay with us while his parents sorted things out in their hometown. Jesse was staying in my room with me, which we loved. We had been the best of friends for as long as I can remember, and we still are. So, as all teens or preteens do, we were intent on sleeping as little as possible each and every night. One night we decided what we were going to sneak out, not for any malicious purposes. For some reason, we just liked the thrill of knowing that we had been wandering around my block while my parents were asleep and didn't know we were out. My parents were usually too preoccupied with my older brother and sister since we found out my sister was pregnant. We later found out the baby was my brother's child after Mom and I had caught them one night having sex in the living room together. Poor little incest baby. It was probably one, maybe two, and when Jesse and I finally got out, we went to the local park and just chilled there for a while. That's when immediately I regretted sneaking out and thought we should run back home. But Jesse wanted to investigate. He said he was worried that someone was getting hurt, and so I reluctantly agreed to search for the source of the scream. We thought the scream came from the other side of this small forest, but we were too afraid to walk through it, and so we walked around the edge of the tree line. That's when we saw a woman crouched over something up ahead. She was facing the other direction, and Jesse called out, "Ma'am, are you okay?" She stood, but didn't turn to face us and didn't respond either. Her hands looked bloody. We slowly moved towards her. "Ma'am?" She turned to us and vomited up a liquid. It was dark brown and smelled like rusty metal. Even worse, there was something moving inside the vomit. Maggots, I think. We just froze. Neither of us had any clue what to do. She looked at us with her gaunt face and cloudy eyes, pushed me with surprising force, and just ran into the forest. That's when we saw a rotten dead deer with bite marks. She had been eating the rotten raw deer, and seemed like she had been tearing it apart with her hands. How this was even possible, I have no clue. We just looked at each other and ran home. We were so scared that we didn't sleep at all that night. However she was, we never saw her again. Never heard any reports of a crazy woman being found living in the forest. Nothing. We still don't understand what we saw, but all I can say is I'm thankful she didn't seem to want to harm us.